my mama had reminded me of some shit the other day. We was talking, and it was some shit that happened when I first started truck driving. I'm headed to the house now. I'm back in Arkansas, coming from Fort Worth. But it was some shit that happened when I first started truck driving, and it's some unbelievable shit. And the thing about it is, like this little stretch I'm on right now, I'm going the opposite way. But some of the story happened right over there on that part of the highway. Funny as hell, I probably told y'all this shit before, I don't know. But I'm gonna give y'all something anyway because it's been a while. Look, so when I first started truck driving, this is another story, I'm gonna say that for later on. But when I first started truck driving, my first truck driving job was for a small company that had like maybe 3 trucks, maybe 2 or 3. But when dude brought me in, he was like, man, look, this is your first truck drive job, you know what I'm saying? I done put you on the road with my dude, I see you can drive, but I don't want to just turn you loose, running all over the country in my truck. You ain't never done that before, so I'm gonna put you with one of my drivers. And the first little run I made one of the homies. This is how I got the job. Because my baby sister told me, she was like, hey, my homeboy Cud, which is really Bud, but he lopes, so he spelled it with a C. She like, my homeboy Cud say his boss man looking for another driver. And I'm like, what's up? I hollered at her, like, yeah, cuz, you know, I'm East Coast 6 man. I'm like, shit, yeah, I'm your big homie. He like, yeah, I already know who you is. So I'm like, all right. He like, man, I can get you on, all this and that. So I chopped it up with him for a minute. I went and talked to the boss. We had dinner at the little restaurant and whatnot. I took my road test, all that shit. I went out on the road. With Bud, the first time, we went to Missouri, shout out to North Carolina, and then all the way to Oregon. Long story, we're gonna skip past that. My second run, instead of putting me back in the truck with Bud, he put me in the truck with his white girl. I don't remember her damn name. And Bud was telling me when we were driving, he was like, yeah, man, when I started driving, he put me in the truck with the white woman. And I was like, man, tell me you ain't trying to fuck the white woman y'all in the truck. He was like, hell nah, man. He's like, when you meet her, you'll understand. I met her right away, I understood. This country hillbilly bumpkin, she wasn't attractive at all. She wasn't an old ass woman, but she just wasn't attractive. As far as her looks, her mannerisms, the way she carried herself, none of that. Then, she loved to drink. She was a motherfucking alcoholic. I ain't gonna say loved to drink, she was a fucking alcoholic. I didn't know about everything else, but I quickly started getting my suspicions. So, me and her hit the road, and we going all over the place. Her drinking is an issue. This is what she do. Like, we was all up in Ohio and shit. It had snowed like a motherfucker. It snowed, man, I'm like, it was feet of snow up in Ohio and up in that area. This month, we go to a beer place. It was like Anheuser-Busch. This bitch got a motherfucking 6-pack of Budweiser in the truck. She run out there while we sitting in the truck across the parking lot and started jabbing beers down in the snow to keep it cold. I said, yeah, boy, this bitch alcoholic. I ain't gonna lie, this time we done had so many incidents with her drinking the shit that I'm paranoid. So I'm acting like a snitch in this motherfucker. She over there doing shit, I ain't gonna lie, I'm taking pictures like, yeah, bitch, there's something happening. I'm gonna have evidence of what your ass out here doing while you trying to get me fucked up. So, that was like the very first incident that I can remember with her and this alcohol. Now, the thing that we started getting to it about is we was coming from up that way through Missouri. Well, on the borderline of Missouri and Arkansas, it's a liquor store called like the borderline or whatever it is. Beside the liquor store is a truck stop. So she driving, You know, we supposed to drive our shift. She drive 11 hours, I drive 11 hours. She's about 8 hours in when we pull up at this truck stop. So when we pull up at the truck stop, I jump out on the passenger side, truck stop. She jump out on the drop side, liquor store. I didn't even realize nothing. I didn't realize there was a liquor store over there. So I go in there, you know what I'm saying? I find me something to eat. I got me some shit I need to get. And I was looking at some more shit they had like face masks and shit to be smoking out of. I ain't get one at the time. But I was checking out the prices and all that shit. I got me one later on from the exact same place. I've come through there one time by myself and I stopped. I was like, oh, this is that spike. We ain't got one. While I'm in there getting my shit, she done ran across to the liquor store. I'm gonna ran. Because the liquor store ain't like you get out the truck and you just walk to the liquor store like it is at the truck stop. You have to actually walk across a parking lot, and then the liquor store inside the parking lot. So she ran over there, ran back. Now, when she get back, and I get in the truck, she already in the truck, doing the thing that, and this ain't no racist shit, but it is something I noticed. Doing what white people do when they're in the car for a long time, which is find a way to kick their socks and shoes off and throw their goddamn feet up on the dashboard. I don't get that. This motherfucker driving an 18-wheeler laid back, foot up on the goddamn dashboard like she straight out the goddamn country some fucking where. So that's what I was dealing with. When I get back to the car, to the truck, she's sitting on the passenger side. When I open up the passenger side door, and not only is she sitting on the passenger side, but it's like she waited on me to open up the door, and she had a bottle of Fireball in her hand, like a little, not an airplane bottle, more like a half a pint or something. You gonna let me over? You know what? Yeah, you gonna let me over. I lose in front of your car. I hate to be like that, but I can't say that people can't drive right. You see the 18-wheeler with the blinkers on. But you want to challenge me? Quit trying to challenge me, man. This ain't my first time driving no more. I ain't scared to swing over on your ass. Yeah, so I open up the door and she get the chugging bottle of Fireball. I'm like, what the hell? She like, yeah. She on the phone, she got her earpiece in. She like, yeah. I'm drunk now. Can't drive. Might as well hop on there and start your shit. I said, huh? So I jump in this motherfucker, I wasn't prepared to drive yet, but I'm like, fuck, you gotta drive now. I ain't gonna get behind the wheel. This bitch just chugged the bottle of goddamn Fireball. Half a pint of this shit. So when I get to driving, I realize she got like Lima Ritas, another 6-pack, another little bottle of Fireball. It's not happening. So you need to get on up there. Dude, my shit beat me because the car won't go up. 70 miles an hour, bro, not 55. Go! I'll push you, let me go, motherfucker. Hit your gas, nigga. And what was I at? Just gonna hit the brake again. So this start beeping again, we gonna have a little, man, I ain't gonna say nothing like that. Y'all hear them playing with me, right? Them brake check me. I got cameras all around this bitch gonna show you hitting your brakes right before you get hospitalized. And all I'm able to say is, hey, check the camera. And you will see they did that to themselves. Slamming on them brakes and running 18 was trying to get a check. I'm gonna get the check. Anyway. So she over here talking to her homegirl like, yeah, I ain't gotta drive now, I'm drunk. He gonna have to drive all the way to Houston, that's where we were going. And I'm like, man, what? So now I'm pissed off. Because I'm like, I know you did some alcoholic ass shit on purpose. fast as like we want to go, man. I ain't tripping out over here. Yeah, so she appreciate you. Let me quit playing with these folks, boy. Don't be safe travel. But she getting drunk like a motherfucker, bro, and she on his phone. And by the time we get down here in this area, it's been about 3 hours. And she been drinking, you know what I'm saying? Then alcoholic, she drinking non-stop. I'm sitting there like, worthless ass motherfucker. This part gonna be funny, man. I don't mean no harm about the situation, but it was funny, but it wasn't funny because it terrified the shit out of me. Once we got past Little Rock area, which is Central Arkansas, every 15, 20 minutes, she's begging me, Phil, you gotta pull over. I gotta pee bad. I'm like, man, if you quit drinking, you'll quit peeing. I'm only going 72. So there ain't no way in the world you should be in front of me going slow, and I know you got at least 120 on the day. So she getting drunk, and I'm sitting there mad. She over there drunk on the phone with her homegirl, you know what I'm saying, little earpiece and shit. Instead of needing me to pull over to the bathroom. So this last time, by this time, she done got back there in the bed. And she had passed out, you know what I'm saying? But she wake up like, Papa, oh shit, Phil, pull over. I gotta pee bad, Phil, pull over. I'm like, man. Fuck it. I hit motherfucking the blinkers, get to slowing down, I pull up on the side of the highway. Now, I did not notice what clothes she had on or didn't have on when she slid through this little area and went that way to get out the truck. I was minding my damn business. I wasn't looking at her. So, the thing about it is, she would usually get out the truck and slide down the truck a little bit, so it's not to be seen by me if I'm trying to look. I'm not trying to look, but I'm just saying I know why she slid down the truck a little bit. So if I was being a pervert trying to look, I couldn't see her. Now, this is the thing about it. This particular time, she didn't do that. She got right out the truck, squatted down, and started pissing on the side of the goddamn truck. She drunk as fuck. So when she rose up to get back in the truck, she bust her motherfucking head on the door that was open right there. Usually it wouldn't be no door right there because she'd have been went down the truck, but she drunk. So she raised up, bust her motherfucking head straight down the middle. And she fall back on the ground. Oh shit. I don't know her head busted shit. I just know I'm laughing because I heard her hit the door. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? And then motherfucker went, oh my head. I'm laughing. I'm trying to control myself. Now she getting back in the truck. Once again, I'm not paying no attention to this woman. Instead of getting in the back, she's sitting right there in the passenger seat. She holding her forehead in her hand like, and she finally looked at me, and she was like, I heard. And I had to look, and I'm like, I hurt. Bitch, you mean I'm hurt or it hurts? But I hurt. That don't make a complete sentence. I hurt, y'all. That you got to wear those on this house. So I'm looking like, what the fuck? And when I said it, she moved her hand off her head. Whole hand was bloody red. Blood started gushing down her damn face like a motherfucker shot her or shit. I said, oh shit. She's like, is it bad? I'm like, yeah, it's bad. You might need to go lay your ass down before you pass the fuck out. So now I'm looking at her because she bleed like a motherfucker. When she stood up, I realized, man, what the hell? She ain't got no panties on. No pants, no drawers. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? Man, I wonder if I recorded this shit. I wonder if I still got the video in one of my phones somewhere. I just thought about the fact that I recorded because of this next part. When she got back there in the back, I told her to cover up. And I took my phone that was right here on the holster, and I pointed it to the back of that thing. And I'm trying to come up with a plan because I'm scared now. I'm driving, I'm not used to driving an 18-wheeler, but coming through Arkansas, I'm knowing, even though I live here, I'm coming through a part of town where it's country as hell. We was on the other side of a town called Pocahontas. I think it was Pocahontas. Anyway, I'm thinking, how can I cover my ass? Because I'm like, man, say I swerve over the line or something, I'm speeding a little bit and the police pull me over. Now, I seen a video the other day when they asked the dude, they were like, hey, you mind if I get in your truck and look in your cab? He was like, nah, go ahead. And the police, he thought he was gonna fake the police out. The police was like, nah, you good. I just want to see what you was gonna say. The police got to climb up in their truck. Dude, hey, man, let me holler at you real quick. The police was like, climb back there, like, what's up? He said, man, before you even go in there and look, I'm gonna let you know I got 18 people in the cab. You say, you got what? 18 Mexicans. He trying to take it from El Paso to San Antonio. But I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, what if the police pull me over trying to look at my truck? They gonna see a half-naked white woman covered in blood, drunk. Thing about it is, all the blood over her face and shit, they might not think she's drunk. They might think I done did something to her, and that's why she's so incoherent and slurred speech and loopy and out of it and shit. So I'm scared like a bitch. I cut my motherfucking camera on like, shit, man. I got to find out how to get some evidence that I ain't got nothing to do with this bullshit. So what I did was, I cut the camera on when I'm recording. I don't remember, I think I pulled over. I pulled over on the side of the road and I was like, hey, you straight back there? And she was like, yeah, I'm straight. I'm like, man, I said, you know you ain't got no clothes on, right? She was like, huh? And I said, I'm trying to figure out, do I need to turn around and go find your pants and shit on the side of the road? Like, did you take your pants off when you got out the truck, or you took them off while you was in the truck, but when you was in the bed or something? And she was like, I don't remember. I'm like, you don't remember? I'm like, man, please tell me you didn't leave your pants and your panties on the side of the road when you got out to take a piss. Because if you did, we probably got to turn around and go get your shit. And she was like, don't worry about it, I got some more in my suitcase. And I was like, well, you need to, when you can, you know what I'm saying, when your head stop hurting, you need to get up and put your panties in your pants on, because I'm not comfortable riding around with you like that. And she was like, all right, just give me a minute, I'm hurting. I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying, I ain't trying to make you do it right now, I just, when you start feeling better, you need to take care of that. So now I got that on camera, and I'm like, maybe if something happens, the police know that, hey, first of all, she drunk. Second of all, I can't do this. None of that bullshit. We get down to Houston, I had to drive all the way. I drove all the way through Arkansas, all the way down to Houston. So you can go look it up now and see where the border of Missouri down to Houston and how long it is. That's how long I drove that truck. At that point in time, I think that was my longest route that I had made. We get to the Loves down in Houston. And I'ma just be 100. I was a brand new driver, so I wasn't all that comfortable backing up in them parking spaces. Like if I had to come at a 45-degree angle or a 90-degree angle. Now if I could swing out and get in front of that bitch, when I'm just backing straight up, shit, let's do it. But if I was at an angle, I'd be scared I'm gonna hit somebody's shit, so I'd be like, hey, don't park this truck for me. So when we got to the truck stop, I got some gas. And she got up and wanted to wash the blood shit off her face. She went in the bathroom, washed her face and shit. She had put her clothes on. Now this is one thing Bud had told me. He was like, man, when I was with her, she had got drunk. I went to the bathroom. When I come out the bathroom, she in there arguing with the staff because she done came in this goddamn truck stop with no pants and no panties on. Just a t-shirt. Like ass cheeks hanging from under the t-shirt. She ain't got no drawers on, but she put her socks and shoes back on. And like she was arguing with the folks because they were telling her, man, you need to go put some clothes on. We got kids and shit there. And she was like, just send my shit and I'll go back to the truck. Well, I need to go back to the truck and then come all the way back to buy the shit. And that alcohol didn't make her understand that, bitch, you were here naked in front of kids and shit. You really could be on your way to jail for a decent exposure, be registered as a sex offender, and all type of shit. So That's how that went down. So when the shit happened to me, I was thinking, damn, man, this nigga was not lying. She do that shit. Reason where it go, I made her put some pants on before she went in the truck stop to wash her face off. When we come back out at the gas pump, she like, let me gas. She want me to park the truck. And I'm like, yeah, yo. I'm forgetting. I ain't gonna say I'm forgetting. Damn, that's the thing about my Cat Williams tickets, but I already got it in my group wallet. I got to go home and shave, give me a shower, get your hair right. This is a side note. Tasty treat, let me tell you something. Man, look at her. Don't be doing me like you did me on Facebook. Hey, look, y'all, power. We're going to get back to this story. Let me tell you what happened. Matter of fact, let me finish this shit up and then I'm going to get to what happened. Because I went through a major depression episode last night. Baby mama had to bring me out of it this morning. It really should be a story in itself, but I know this ain't going to be long. So I'm going to give y'all this, I'm going to give y'all that. We almost at the end of this anyway. So when she like, let me guess, you want me to park the truck for you? I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, park this motherfucker. So she gets behind the wheel, get to park the truck. Man, as soon as she get to whipping and dipping that bitch and backing that bitch up, bang, she didn't hit the motherfucker. I said, oh shit, boy. So when she hit the motherfucker, dude was asleep. He jumped out the truck with it's a young white dude. So he jump out and he run out there, he see who driving. I hop out the passenger side, I'm like, man, damn, bro. He like, yeah, man, I hate to call the police, but you know, I'm a new driver and I don't want to get in trouble. And they got cameras on the truck, so it's like they already know what happened. They calling my phone, ask me what happened, and they could review the camera footage. I'm like, shit, bro, you got to goddamn me call the police, call the police. So he called the folks. The folks pull up. I ain't say nothing about her being drunk, even though her speech slurred. She goddamn me smelled like goddamn me a six-pack, a couple pints of goddamn me Fireball, some Lamarinas, all that. You smell like all that shit. Police looking like, well, I know you're drunk, I know you've been drinking, but you got lucky because this truck stop is private property, and I really can't say nothing about it. I can't even give you a ticket. All I can do is mediate the situation to make sure y'all exchange information. I'm like, what the fuck? Bro, you supposed to got this bitch up off the road, bro. And you telling me you can't, man, what kind of civil servant is you? You ain't no goddamn cop, you a flop. This bitch out here endangering the welfare of minors and grown folks and old folks and black people and Mexicans and Irish people and Haitians and all type of shit. Boy, ain't nobody saying. So, she got away with that shit. Kept on drinking. We left Houston and came back to Little Rock. Our shit was over, you know what I'm saying? I lived 2 weeks on the road or whatever, however long it was over. Came home to do our reset for the weekend. I was happy because it was the weekend. I'm like, shit, we're gonna be out on the weekend. I'm gonna go kick it, spend some of this money I done made, and then I was debating like whether I'm gonna quit or not, because I was at the point where I would tell my boss, like, look, bro, I'll go back on the road, but I had to go back by myself. I'm not gonna get back in trouble with those girls. I wasn't even gonna tell them why, just man, I'm not gonna get back in trouble. Now some more shit happened. We had went to Arizona and got into it down there. But since I left that out, I'm gonna just get to this part, and then when I tell y'all the Arizona story, I just had to add it back in. The way I ended up not quitting is because I told him, I was like, hey bro, I don't mean no harm, but I drive by myself, bro, but I'm not gonna get back in trouble with those girls. Like, I just can't do that. And he was like, man, don't even worry about it, don't trip. I'm like, why you say that? He was like, Carl, she called the DWI over the weekend, her CDLs is gone. He like, man, I got her back at Sunday working for me already. Like, this motherfucker that I was driving for, he was like a minority owner of Sonic in Little Rock. So that's what Bud started out working with dude at Sonic, and then I ain't gonna lie, like with them two motherfuckers, he gave them an opportunity to change their life. With me, Nigga, I went to school and got my CDL, my goddamn stuff. You ain't changed my life. You just gave me my first driving job, but then you was paying me $500, $600, $700, $800 a week, which was some motherfucking chump change. But I had to, you know what I'm saying, I had to get in somewhere for the other jobs to hire me. So I had to put up that bullshit. So that's how I ended up getting out the truck with the white woman, man. Because she fucked herself over. I ain't had to put. That was one of them situations where I had to go and call my mama like, Mama, look at God. Because then my mama every time about this shit like, Mama, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to quit this job. But, you know what I'm saying? That's my life on the line. This bitch be drunk and shit, man. And it's like my brother, you say, like, man, but you be smoking weed all the time. And I'm like, yeah, my nigga, and guess what? I ain't never crashed no car because I was high. I ain't never ran off the road because I was smoking weed. None of this shit. I ain't never bagged, you know what I'm saying? I'm smart enough to know that if I can't bag into this parking spot, either I'm not gonna bag into this motherfucker, I'm gonna let somebody who can do it. But I'm not high to the point where I'm like, you know what, I'm Superman, I can do it. Hell no, nigga, I'm smart, man, I need practice. So, that's how I got back to doing that. But let me tell y'all what happened yesterday. So, I had the opportunity to cut through Arkansas on my way to Fort Worth. And me missing Zena and missing my mama, I'm like, shit, I'm gonna cut through the state instead of going to Oklahoma. It might be another like 45 minutes extra on the trip, but I ain't tripping. I got time. So I pulled over, I called my mama, I'm like, hey, I'm coming through. And she was like, man, look, your great auntie died this morning when she was on hospice. So we knew it wasn't gonna be much longer. But when she first came home from on hospice, she was doing so good that my mama was thinking, all right, she might make it another 5-6 months. I didn't really understand how hospice went. Everything that I knew about hospice was telling me that when you get put on hospice, it's the end. Like you at the very end, and the only reason you going home on hospice is so you be home comfortable when you go. Not so you can go home and suffer and deteriorate and all this shit for a few months and then go. So, bro, if you're gonna get over here, get over here. So, she came home and she was doing good for a second, man. She was there, you know, up and about, around, holding conversation, chopping it up, going shopping, all this shit. And then when it started happening, it just started happening and it started happening fast. Mama like she was normal one day, cool. The next day she was just a little bit loopy. And then like the third day, it was like all the flesh was gone out of her face. It had deteriorated. It was like her skin was just laying on her bones. And she really couldn't move and talk. She was moving a little bit, but then it got to where she couldn't talk. It got to where she couldn't open her eyes. And then the last time I was calling, checking on her when I was up in Michigan and Virginia. And this is when Mama was telling me about all the stuff, like the skin laying on her bones and shit. So when I called the other night before last, I called. And I was talking to her, and I was like, hey, matter of fact, how your auntie doing? Which, my great auntie is my mama auntie. It's my grandma's sister, her baby sister. And she was like, she left this morning, she passed this morning. I was like, damn, why you didn't tell me? The reason why she didn't tell me is she said she didn't want me out here worrying about that and thinking about that while I was driving. And I appreciated that, but I told her, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't going, because it wasn't no shock. I didn't have time to process it. My family is going to have a hard time coming up, and that's why I be trying to reach out to all my family members, especially ones I don't get along with. Because since I was born, and like from my grandma and grandpa on down, we've only lost 5 people in the family, and we coming from a big ass family. I'm talking about 6, 7, 18 uncles, 30, 40 cousins. I'm gonna say about 20 some cousins, but with their kids, 40, 50, 60 second cousins in the mix, like that. bro, why would I? Yeah, I can go. I ain't him. So my thing is, my mama just turned 70. I got aunties everywhere in between 79 and 60 something. None of them gone. I got an uncle left, the 60 something. And I'm like, in our family, I don't know how y'all be, but in my family, we believe in that rule of 3. Like, people don't go at one time, they go 1, 2, 3. And I'm like, I don't know if my cousins realize, I'm like, ain't none of us lost our mothers. And it's gonna be hard on whoever loses theirs first, but it's gonna be hard on the family because we not as close as we should be, and we're not gonna be able to comfort that person the way I feel like we should be able to comfort them. And then I feel like it's gonna backdoor with somebody else and somebody else. And it's just gonna be a big blow on the family because these people are just getting older and older and older. You're not gonna live forever. But like I said, I had time to process my great aunt passing. So it didn't really just knock me off my rocker like that. That was the first thing that, you know what I'm saying? When I go into depression, it be small things that start adding up and they get big. And usually I can, you know what I'm saying, kind of micromanage that shit when it starts happening, or I'm not having to go through so much that I can't, you know what I'm saying, step back and try to put everything where it needs to go and deal with shit, process shit. So that happened, and my mom was telling me she died, but in the morning, because she was like, my cousin them is moving fast with everything. My mama, like, she called me and told me that she had passed. I pull up at the house 20 minutes later, the body gone. I'm like, damn, 20 minutes? She's like, yeah, they had the corner out there, the body was gone when I pulled up, 20 minutes later. She was like, so in the morning, which I was gonna be pulling up in the morning, my mom picked me up at 1:30 in the morning. And I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying, maybe I'll take you out in the morning, you know what I'm saying, breakfast. And she was like, no, well, I gotta go out to the funeral home in the morning. When we leave the funeral home, we going out of town to where my family from in Atkins to mark the gravesite. And I was like, already? I said, man, please tell me the funeral ain't the day after that. And she was like, nah, I don't think so. Oh man, they doing this shit a little too fast, ain't they? She was like, well, you know, they ain't never had to do none of this stuff before. I'm the only one that done dealt with it around here, so I gotta help them. Which I understand all that. But she like, so I'm gonna do it. I said, hold on though. I said, man, I'm gonna be at the house. I can't drive now in one of my cars back to where my truck is at. So I need you to take me back to my truck after y'all leave the funeral home before y'all head out of town. And she was there trying to find a way out of doing it. And I'm like, mama, now, hold on now. You need to see your nephew and your auntie, but I'm your son now. You can't have me out here, no ride back to my truck, losing my job. You know I'm the one paying your mortgage, right? And she was like, yeah, I know that. You already, but I said, because it's important. I got to get these ducats. I got to get my change up. So, long, she still didn't come back and get my ass. She said, my baby sister. I wasn't upset about that. But I was upset about the conversation we had to have before all that was established. Which it still wasn't established because I ain't find out. I called my mama and my sister answered the phone. And I'm like, boy, mama slick, she ain't nigga at the phone so she can catch these straight bullets. Now, not a problem. As long as I get back to my truck, I'm not mad at my mama, upset at my mama about none of that. I'm cool, I'm steady. I don't really want to have to drive down here to Fort Worth, but that's where the money is, so I'm gonna go down here and pick up this check. I get to my truck. My sister dropped me off. I hop in the truck. Boom, she driving off. I'm getting my shit situated in the truck before I get, you know what I'm saying? Because when I start the truck, my plan is, because I'm trying to get back tonight, which was last night. And y'all see I'm on my way back now, so you know something ain't worked out. I was trying to get back last night. So what my plan was, I'm gonna get in this truck. It's 5 hours and 20 minutes to my drop. So that means it's gonna be about 5 hours, 20 minutes back to the crib. 5 and 5, 20 and 20. That's gonna be goddamn me 10 hours, 40 minutes. Anybody that's a truck driver know you got 11 hours to drive in a 14-hour time span. So I got a 20-minute grace period. I got to get my ass down here, no bullshitting, and I got to get my ass back, no bullshit. I ain't got time to be pulling over pissing all the time. I ain't got time to be pulling over trying to get a Whataburger. I'm mad because I'm driving back now. I ain't get my Whataburger. That's because I'm on the damn time schedule. Now, on top of the little shit that I was already dealing with, it wasn't just knocking me off my rocker. It had me in my feelings a little bit. I get in my truck and I put the key in the ignition. I done left the running lights on while I was at the house doing my 10-hour reset. Damn, battery. What's up, Pat? Pause in the story. Hey, Pat, let me tell you about yourself. And I was all in your Instagram today. So, y'all know I'm back in the roads, getting shout out from Fiji, just like she be getting shout out from the other nigga. Just like she be getting shout out from me. And I ain't gonna lie, Pat, I got a little jealous. Hearing Fiji call your name out, I got a little in my feelings. I was kind of jealous about that. I said, man, let's tell Pat about herself. Hey, man, you get my shout outs. You ain't get no shout out from nobody else. Now back to the story. So I'm trying to start this damn car, but this motherfucker ain't starting. I'm like, damn. I got to call the motherfucking boss. Tell him this bullshit about this goddamn car not in the truck not started. Then I gotta wait on your lab brother, bro. Then I gotta wait for these folks to come and jump my damn truck off. Damn. So I called the boss and he's like, look, bro, I'm gonna call you right back. So he called me right back. He was like, look, this the deal. It's a AAA type place in walking distance. I need you to walk down there and ask them for some jump cable, come back, and I'm gonna teach you how to jump the truck off from the reaper unit. I'm like, all right, he said, because if that don't work, I'm gonna have to call service out there, and I'm gonna have to charge you, take it out your check. And I'm like, I ain't never heard that before. So at this point, I'm really in my feelings. I'm like, man, maybe this ain't the job for me, even after the piece of shit that happened the night before. Then I was like, yeah, it's the job for me. So I'm like, man, I ain't never heard you have to take no service out of nigga check. Not my check, my nigga, I'll fight. I'll come back to Chicago to drop your check off. We'll fight in the parking lot. In Cook County. So, I'm like, fuck it, man. I'm gonna head on down there. So I walk down there, and as I get down there, I see this white dude in his old school car pulling up. So I started to, he looking at me all weird and shit. I started to look back at him weird, but something told me, man, dude might work here, because you need some help. Don't get tripping with these folks. So I didn't get tripping with the folks. He hopped out the car, and I looked at him, and I'm like, damn. His shirt say, got the label on it that the building got on it. I'm like, hey, bro, you work here? He like looking at me like I'm stupid. Like, motherfucker, I know you know I work here. I'm like, I need to ask you for a favor. And he like, I'm like, look, I'm a truck driver. My truck back here on the home ramp, and my battery died. I need to know if I can borrow a set of jumper cables and try to jump my trailer off and my truck off from my reaper unit. And he was like, let me go in here and see if I got some. So I followed him in. And he telling me, he like, hey, there's such and such down the street. He truck to stop. I'm going to see if we got some jumper cables up and you and see if we can jump the truck back off. And I'm like, damn, he said that shit like, he got concerned for a nigga. He trying to help a nigga out. I'm going to have to read y'all comment later on. It's kind of dangerous while I'm driving. So, he like, man, I gotta go in the back. He looked where he thought the cables might be. He said, I ain't got none. He ain't got none right there. He said, if we ain't got none in the back, then we ain't got none because we don't really use jump cables. We just order foreign parts and shit. That's what we do here. I'm like, okay, man. So I fuck around thinking he could go out the back to the front door like I did. I walked my ass back at the front door. He shut the door behind my ass. I'm thinking, man, this motherfucker probably just shut the door behind me. Could go sit behind his desk like, fuck this dude. About 2 minutes later, and I promise you I am not lying. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, and the person I become, I'll be looking for an opportunity or a reason to go and say me a small prayer. And I don't want to say like I be playing with God, but it's kind of like a game with us where I pray for something and then I'll watch him do it for me. And I'm like, my nigga, boy, there you go. There you go. So, I'm in my head and I'm like, Father, you know what I'm saying? I need this help. You know what I'm saying? I see you and sent me to a dude that act like he want to help me. So let him have the tools he needs to do what he want to do, which is help me. I lift my head up, dude, come back around the corner. He got these jumper cables in him. I'm like, yes. So he give me the cables. I'm like, man, I appreciate you. When I get done, I'm going to walk him back down here and give him back to you. He was like, all right. So I walked down there with the jumper cables. And I hooked him up the way dude. I called dude. He told me how to hook him up. So we went through all that shit about 20 minutes because they started sparking. And it was my fault. I thought I put them on the plastic part of the side of the truck, and the shit was actually metal. So when I put them things, it started sparking. I was like, man, yeah, this shit ain't gonna work. They sparking. He was like, nah, man, you gotta touch each other, touch the middle or something. And I'm like, yeah, that's what you think. Turned out he was right. They did that already. I used to strap down the back, not the front. Lift it up. You should strap down the front. That would have been laying down by the wing. Anyway, back to the story. So I'm down there and I'm trying to talk this out, and I text Angela. I'm like, man, and she barely calls, barely texts. But I text her, I'm like, I'm having a bad day so far. And it got to a point where I've been trying to jump the cable on probably about 20 minutes. So I finally look it up on the thing, and the video say it might take about 45 minutes. I'm like, damn, that's at least 25 more minutes. I'm gonna go and lay down. So in case this bitch do crank up, I'll be a little bit more rested. I lay down, can't sleep. So I pick up my phone to look at it, and I see, no, I ain't pick up the phone. Phone started ringing. It's Angela calling. So Angela calling. I pick up the phone and she's like, hey, you alright? I see you send me a text and say you wasn't doing too good this morning. Your day started out wrong. I just wanted to check on you. I'm like, that's what's up. Want to check on your boy. In the middle of checking on me, she decided to let me know that she books her hair appointments a month in advance. And she didn't realize, but she got a hair appointment for today, Cat Williams Day, at 4:30. And I'm like, well, you know, I bought the tickets months ago. Like, as soon as he did his interview with Club Shay Shay, y'all know I went and bought my tickets the very next morning. So I'm like, shit, ain't nowhere in the world I'm missing this. But I let her know soon we started back talking. I'm like, yeah, you know, I got these tickets. So, mark it in your calendar, set the date, we going to Cat Williams. She's like, bet, yeah, we do that. I'm thinking it's marked in the calendar, Cat Williams, nothing but death come between it. You know what I'm saying? Like Color Purple. Boy, was I wrong. So she let me know, yeah, I got my hair appointment.
In half a mile, keep right.
Yeah, I got my hair appointment, and I booked it in a month in advance, and she won't reschedule it, she won't cancel it. You know, I cancel it, it's just gonna be $200 gone. And I'm like, you must don't know how I feel about you, because if you did,
keep right,
then you would know right now that I give you that $200 back. And it ain't even no trick shit. It's just when I want to spend time with you, we supposed to be doing what we supposed to do.
continue for 3/4 of a mile.
So, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to lose money, I'm going to give you your money back. If you're losing money to come spend time with
In
me,
half a mile, keep left.
that ain't tricky. That's like me asking you to take off work to come spend time with me, but I'm not going to reimburse the money that you're missing. I'm not no trick ass nigga. I'm not going to be no motherfucking reason. But
Keep left.
I'm also really, so I'm not gonna ask you to lose money to spend time with me. Because I wouldn't expect you
Continue for 3/4 of a mile.
to ask me to do that either. Because I wouldn't. I got responsibility. So I'm gonna be about my money. I make time, but I'm not gonna let you take time. If that makes sense.
In half a mile, keep left.
And I need to cut this shit out like I know where the fuck I'm at. I'm in the state. I don't need none of this. It's over here though. Yeah, we're gonna stop that. Yeah, I just took the wrong damn GPS off. That shit gonna keep.
Keep left.
Let me see. If I can get out here with it.
Continue for 3/4 of a mile.
I'm gonna be right back, but I gotta get this shit out of here. Alright, we back. Apple left. Alright, so she telling me, she like, yeah, I got, I can't miss my hair appointment. I'm getting these little bitty ass micro braids. It's gonna take 15 hours and she not gonna be done sometime Sunday. And I'm like, okay. Well, Phil, I booked my hair appointment a month in advance. I'm like, yeah, I bought these tickets a couple months in advance, maybe a few months in advance. She was like, yeah, but when you bought them, you wasn't buying them for me and you. And I'm thinking, touche, my nigga, touche. But you know as well as I know they for me and you. There ain't no other woman I heard that I'm entertaining like that. That's how I am. If I'm entertaining you, I don't give a damn bitch for 2 days. If I'm serious about you, then I'm not gonna entertain nobody else. I ain't got no backup plan. Even if I had one, I'm not considering that person a backup plan no more. So, what she said to me was, well, Phil, you should, I was like, well, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? I said, I just wish you would have told me earlier. I would have had time to go ahead and sell the tickets to somebody. Because I could have put the tickets online for sale, not like on Facebook or nothing, but through Ticketmaster, and they would have let somebody that's searching for tickets buy my tickets. Like, they run out of tickets or they sell out, then they'll sell my tickets for me at whatever price I want to sell them for. And I would have been like, I told them I ain't about to do ahead of time. I would have been able to sell the tickets. Like, nah, Phil, you don't need to sell the tickets. I think you should still go. Just find somebody else to go with. And that right there hurt me like, find somebody else to go with. What the fuck you think this is? Like, I don't know what you think going on, but I would never in my motherfucking natural mind tell you to go find another man to go out with, because I'm too busy. I'm not gonna tell you you can't go out with your homegirl and your cousin, your brother, your whoever, but I'm not gonna encourage you to go out with no other man. And if you're gonna encourage me to go out with another woman, then I feel like you're not taking me serious and I'm taking you. And that right there hurt me, and it sent me into like a damn, like, because this ain't the first time we've been here. I stood beside you through a lot of bullshit. And I ain't never treated you no different. I ain't never looked at you no different. And that right there just kind of made me look at her a little bit different. I'm like, damn, I ain't want to, but hey, you can't tell your heart how to feel. So all that glowing and sparkles and the glitter and shit that I used to see attached to her body and her name and that aura, it dimmed, that light dimmed a little bit right there. And it hurt me. And I'm like, man, the fuck? So at this point, I'm thinking, maybe, just maybe, I should call my big sister and ask her if she want to go see Cat with me. Give us a little time to phone. Instead, I went and hit my superstar, the baby mama. So I hit the baby mama on Messenger like, hey, what you doing tomorrow? Can you, know what I'm saying, can you get out? You gonna see Cat Williams? She didn't respond, but she didn't ever read it. I came back later on, and I hit her with the question marks, like 3 question marks, like, what's up? I can't just call your phone and blow your phone up and do all that shit that I would do if you was my woman. Make you goddamn me pay attention and respond. Because you got your situation going on, and I'm not the nigga that's gonna be trying to fuck that up for you. That's not my role. So after I left the question marks and she didn't come check that, I was like, all right, whatever. But after a while, I'm not gonna lie, I was already in my feelings about multiple things, so now I'm deeper in my feelings that she didn't come through and even check my mail. So by this time, depression is kicking in, and I went on Facebook and made a post. And I'm like, man, look, I'm tired of being single. I will wear the matching outfits, pajamas and shit. Man, I'll put y'all on my Facebook page, profile picture. I ain't fucking about none of that. I'm just tired of being single. I need me a woman. Where's my wife at? Because these women just want to play a lot of games. And I'm like, man, I don't know what it is with women these days that they just want to play games. I'm like, man, like I had to tell Miss Carol, you be fucking over good dudes because you feel like you got options. But you got to realize your options ain't viable. Like these niggas that you got lined up want to fuck you. They want to be seen with you. They want something, but they don't want to be with you. They don't love you. They not trying to take care of you in old age. None of that shit. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a motherfucker that goddamn me 30 years from now, they still rocking. You see what I'm saying? I'm looking for somebody that I ain't gonna say that I can fuck over. I'm looking for somebody that if I fuck up in 10 years, in 50 years, they don't remember that. Well, I probably ain't got no 50 years left, but I might. 50 years from now, they don't remember what happened 30 years. We done been through that much shit. We done survived through that much shit. That the little shit that these couples argue over don't even mean shit no more. We don't even look at that petty ass shit like, nigga, we done been through cancer, and we done been through mesothelioma and all this shit that we done made it and survived, and we still rocking. That little bit of shit right there don't mean nothing. That ain't even a side note or a footnote in what we got going on in life. I want to get to them stages. I'm 42 years old. It's going to take a lot of work to get there. So I'm not trying to wait another 20 years, another 10 years, another 2 years. I'm trying to start mine now while I'm still healthy, moving around this bitch, can do a little something, I'm working, I can provide, I can protect. I want to be that type of man. But I want the type of woman that deserves that. I don't want to just be out here working hard and giving it to somebody who don't deserve that shit. And I know every woman don't deserve that because hell, I've been with a lot of them. I'm the reason some of them that don't deserve that shit. And I know that. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, glorifying none of that shit that I done did. Because that shit scared me like hell when it's time for me to be in a relationship that I'm going to end up with the type of woman permanently that I've been with on a temporary basis, which is the kind that'll step out on your ass, the kind that'll lie to your ass, the kind that'll probably mess with your homeboy. You know what I'm saying? I've been through all this shit before. I ain't been the homeboy that's fucking his homeboy girl on purpose. It happened at one time. Nigga set me up. I didn't know that was my brother girl, so it don't count. But it happened nonetheless. So at this point, I'm in my feelings, and I'm on Facebook, and I made a post, and I'm like, man, where my wife at? Now, Tasty Treat. About 30, 45 minutes after I post this on my Facebook page, I go check my Facebook page, and she on my Facebook page, commenting on this post like, what the hell, Phil? I don't know where Angela is. The smartest thing in my body told me to delete that comment. So I did delete that comment, but I didn't want her to feel some type of way like, oh, this nigga ain't delete. So I went and found her on YouTube, and I left her a comment under one of her comments. Let her know, like, hey, don't do me like that, man. Look, Angela then got demoted a little bit. That's the reason for the post. But this is why I'm sitting in Fort Worth. I done made it down to Fort Worth. As I'm leaving the facility, I seen baby mama was on Facebook on Messenger. So I dropped her a hello with a question mark, like, damn, can I get some acknowledgement? Did you read the shit that I left you? Like, if we go on the cat week, can you get out the house and let me know something? Before I end up going with my damn sister, like a lane. So she hit me back, she was like, what's up with that post you made? I seen that post you made. I'm like, did you read the inbox I left you? She was like, I'm talking about this. Sent me a screenshot of the post. Damn. My inconsiderate ass ain't never took time to think that maybe the pregnant woman would see that and feel some type of way. Because in my mind, being a man, I'm like, well, you know, you got a husband. You got your somebody that's rocking with you through the good times and the bad times. You know what I'm saying? You step out and fuck up and he's still there with you. And I'm like, man, I don't got that. I'm alone. You know what I'm saying? Like Pops said, I'm alone in the world of sin. Everything I go through by myself. Even when I hit you up, you in a situation where you can't respond to me right when I want you to. I can't call your phone and tell you, yeah, my auntie died, I'm feeling some type of way, or this happened, and I'm feeling some type of way, I'm going through something, I need to talk to you so I can get my spirits back uplifted. I ain't got that. All I got is this damn depression and this closet inside my damn chest where I had put all this shit and hold it, and it be killing me. Because I can't deal with the shit, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, well, I hope you find and I hope you happy. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm not no dummy. I know that's not no sincere shit. I know you're not sitting there at the house, 8.5 months pregnant, sincerely happy that I'm looking for a woman, or that I feel like I need another woman, or none of that. You not happy that I'm trying to find somebody to be with. None of that. I know this. And I'm thinking right now, you dumb motherfucker, why you put that goddamn post? That's why you don't post that sensitive ass shit on Facebook. That's why I don't post that sensitive ass shit on Facebook. I put the shit in here and hold it in here. And like, I need somebody, but I say it to my damn self. But I had got to that point where I'm like, man, I know what I want. It's time for you to start putting out there, speaking on it, like even somebody else. Benny came on there, he was like, man, he didn't say her name, but he was like, what y'all playing? Y'all playing hide and seek or something? And I'm like, nah, bro, I don't do no hide. I'm just putting it out there in case somebody out there want to be with me, or somebody out there, you know what I'm saying, got the thing for you, boy, they'll say something. Now, I need mine, I know what I want. But he didn't say Angela name. So, I'm explaining back, Mama, I'm like, man, you know, I'm going through the shit I'm going through right now. Me and her can talk. I can tell her shit that I don't just tell everybody. So I'm telling her, I'm like, man, I'm really just going through some shit right now. I'm emotional, and I ain't really got nobody I can turn to. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nobody I can turn to and talk to about the shit that I'm going through at the drop of a dime, except for y'all, my mama. Well, I don't want to be telling my mama all my damn emotions and business that I got going on. Some of this shit you want to keep out to your family. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't got nobody I can confide in like this other than y'all and my mama. I can confide in y'all, and it's basically telling the whole world my business. Like Angela, baby mama, either one of them could come on here at any time and decide, you know what, I miss him. I'm gonna go watch this latest episode. Oh, motherfucker, talk about me. Oh, yo. But I'm not out here lying, so all they can do is get mad at me and come to me and we gonna talk about the truth. We not. But me and baby mama got talking this morning. I hit her up. And we just got the heart to heart and we got to talking and she was telling me, yeah, I'm feeling some type of way. Because nigga, you know what I'm saying, since 2018, I've been holding you, it's been time when you done ghost on me for 2 years. And I'm like, no, first of all, 2017. Second of all, I've never went ghost on you. I've never ghosted you. We might have had a time where we wasn't really just dealing with each other like that. We wasn't sleeping with each other. We wasn't really communicating. I said, but there's never been a time where you called my phone and I didn't answer for you. There ain't never been a time where you sent me a message and I left you on read. There ain't never been no time where you'd reached out to me and I ran from it. You know what I'm saying? When I wasn't talking to you, we wasn't talking to each other. It ain't cause we was beefing. It ain't cause we was mad at each other. None of that. We just wasn't dealing with each other. I said it's probably like one of the little points where you were trying to fix your marriage or work on your marriage, or one of the points where I was like, shit, I'm trying to be with somebody. The shit might just didn't work out, but y'all know how I am. I just told you. If I got somebody I'm trying to be serious about, ain't no side pieces, ain't no, you know what I'm saying? I can't tell you how to treat your relationship in your marriage, but I can let you know that, man, when I'm dealing with somebody, I'm dealing with that person, and when I'm through dealing with them, then I'm through dealing with them. Ain't gonna be no sitting around cheating on them and sneaking around and secret text messages and stepping outside to jump on the phone. None of that shit, that ain't me. I'm a grown ass man. I'm not fit to have from no motherfucker. If you fucking up to the point where I'm doing that, then I'm gonna let you know I'm out of here. And now on certain terms, I might not even let you know I'm out of here. You might come home and just not be gone. That's how it is. When I'm done, I'm done. We're not gonna play no silly games. You're not gonna gaslight me and talk me in the stand. Because I done did all that talking to myself before I made the decision to leave. That's why I say once I make that decision upon myself within my own, I'm sticking to it. Ain't nothing there that ain't something clean. I ain't even tripping, boy. It's black. I got a white one. I'm gonna get to it. Fix my shit up too. I'm going white rims. I got me another Haitian logo I made. So logo. I made it different. It's black and white. I'm probably gonna get a tattoo right here, so it's raising back. I ain't decided yet. I got back in touch with my tattoo artist today. Well, so I don't know if I get to feeling some type of way, tattoo therapy do it. I will be going to get my neck swollen up this weekend if I get to feeling some type of way. Yo, me and baby mama got talking, and I was just telling her, I'm like, look, I don't want to lose you. I'm not trying to get, because you're like, nah, you can kick me to the curb. I'm like, man, I'm never just going to kick you to the curb. Especially not now, like that ain't going to happen. I say, now, if we just ain't having sex, that's different. Me and you not having sex is not me kicking you to the curb. That's just me being a real nigga with you and with the motherfucker I'm dealing with. That's the best way I can explain it to you. And she understood that. And I told her, like, man, I don't want you to feel like I don't love you, because I do love you. And it's not, you know what I'm saying, it's not no sexual thing. It's the fact that I can talk to you about this type of shit. That's why I was in my feelings, because I needed to talk to you yesterday. And it just reminded me of what I be doing to myself when I'm reaching out to the one motherfucker I can talk to and I couldn't talk to you. You know what I'm saying? I gotta think about that shit. I don't be blowing her, messing her up and shit when she don't respond, because it might be the fact that she riding in the car with her husband. They might be sitting there at a restaurant eating dinner or something. And then I'm blowing her damn phone. I'm like, man, you ain't gonna talk to me? You ain't gonna... Nah, I'm not that dude. So, I just told her, I'm like, man, I was going through a lot of shit yesterday and I got my feelings, and I just got the feeling like I ain't got nobody to talk to. I don't have nobody that's for me on my side at all times, that whatever I'm going through, they are willing to go through it with me, or to help me through it, or get my mind off of it. I need that. And I'm like, yesterday it just became blatantly obvious how much I needed and how much I didn't have it. I'm like, man, it seemed like it would be normal, because I ain't really never had that. You know, I grew up in the house with my family. We wasn't the biggest fans of each other. And it's still kind of like that. I mean, we better now, and we all cordial. We can all do that. But it ain't just To the point where I'm gonna be calling my sisters like, hey man, check this out, this is what I'm going through. I need some advice. Hey, can you talk to me? You know what I'm saying? I probably could. I just never felt comfortable enough to try it. So after we talked about all the posts and shit, and I'm letting her know, she telling me, she like, look, first of all, I get it, I understand. I know how you feel. I got mine. You don't got yours. So I get it. And she was telling me like, look, as far as your depression goes, you got to think about it like this. Because I was like, man, I'm just ready to get all the shit going on right now, man. I'm tired. I'm ready to give up. And she like, no, nigga, it's not even an option. Look how far you done came. You were halfway there. She's like, man, do you not remember where you was? She's like, man, you was halfway there. And I'm like, really? I'm over halfway there? But I needed that reminder, like, dude, you came too far to let any of this shit slow you down or deter you or steer you away from your goals. You fit to be back in your shit talking mode. Thing about it is, you're a different person now, so you're probably not gonna be talking that big boy shit. You're probably gonna be a little bit more humble this time. I hope so. Now that we said that, let me get back to the very important part that I was about to leave out. What the hell did I just... I said, what the hell did I just do? I forgot I turned on my GPS is off. But I know this motherfucking highway like the back of my hand, so I just did what I was supposed to do without knowing it. When I went down there to jump off, and I know I'm bouncing back, but this is a very important part of this story. It's like the highlight, other than the baby mama part, but that was this morning. We're going back to yesterday when I was trying to jump the truck off. I put the shit on there for the 45 minutes. Angela called. That's how we got off track. Angela called and told me find somebody else to go with, basically. I called my boss back after the 45 minutes up like, hey man, this boat just ain't went up. He like, man, this ain't charging. He like, man, I need you to walk back down there and ask dude them if they can jump you off. They got a jump box or something, you, because if you don't get that truck jumped off, I'm gonna have to charge you whatever they're gonna. He said they probably gonna charge you about $400, and I hate to do that. So go down there and see somebody get you. I'm really in my feelings about the shit. I'm like, man, about my money. I'm gonna step down here a little half a block and walk back down here. So dude was like, yeah, man, there was black people there this time. He was like, man, y'all got a little jump box or something. They know how to jump it off. One of them new little jump boxes, he'll do it. He was like, I ain't got one of the new little ones. I got this. He pulled up, it was big. He was like, oh, hell yeah, let me get it. So I went down there, he didn't get it. After he didn't get it on the battery, he was like, man, maybe if I just attach it to the starter instead of dead ass battery, we can get started. So we popped the hood, we looking for the starter, couldn't find it. And I see something I think is a starter. And I step over the wheel and I get off into the motor. And I'm looking, I'm like, man, give me the phone, I'm gonna take a picture of the bam. Is that it? He was like, nah, that ain't it. And he looked, he said, damn, I would slide under, but the ground effects got trucks on low where you can't slide the button. I said, shit, I can slide under from the front. Because I'm looking without thinking. So he like, shit, go ahead. I slide my clean ass in this motherfucking dirt and mud and water. Like real live mud, dirt, and water. I'm sliding up under this goddamn truck, but I'm like, shit, I gotta get back on the road, bro. So I'm up under here, I take the picture, like, nah, that ain't it. So we looking, I see something else, because I see a black cord and a red cord, and I'm like, them got to be the battery cables running in the cord. So I take a picture and he like, bingo, that's it. He's walking on the picture, he like, can you put this on that knob right there? If you put it on that knob, then we probably gonna be able to jump it off. So I get it under and I'm put it on the knob. He tried to jump it off. My stupid ass that came up under the truck. Because I didn't want to be under there if this motherfucker did start up. Like, what the hell? You think I want to be laying up under a goddamn diesel, sitting up under a Cummins motor with this motherfucker crank up? Nigga, hell no. So, I slid my dirty ass up under that goddamn truck. He like, well, shit, since you come up under the truck now, I guess you can jump in there and try to start it. So I jumped my dirty ass in the truck and try to start it. I'm about to call my mama soon. I jump up under here and try to start this goddamn truck. It didn't start. So we drive down the highway, loop around, get back on the other highway, go back to his shop. This ain't the same white dude who gave me the jumper cables. This is the owner. He's even older. He's 70 years old. I found that out while we was working and talking. And he like, man, I got one more idea. I got a buddy down the road that got a record service. Now, he probably ain't gonna do it for free, like I was doing it. Probably gonna have to give him a little something, but it's worth a shot. You wanna go down there? I'm like, yeah, I had just texted my boss, was like, man, go on send the record, send the service. I'm gonna just have to pay for it out of my pocket. I sent him a text message back, like, hey, kill that. Dude said he got a homeboy, so he gonna run me down there and we gonna try that to see what happens. So I go down there, it's a Mexican dude. And he was like, man, you want me to drop you off or you want me to stay here with you? I was like, shit, I don't know. So he like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna stay here with you. So he chopping up a dude, and he like, look, man, this is a local guy, he from in the area, but he a truck driver. He stopped off to see his mama last night, and his battery died, and he got to get to Houston. Well, Fort Worth, but he was saying Houston. He like, got to get to Houston. Can you jump him off? Can you get him back on the road? And he was like, shit, you got to jump the cable, just jump him off with the truck. That's all I'm gonna do. So he was like, man, I gotta go run a business. You got people help you run yours. He said, man, but the guy's a cool dude, man. This is my new friend. Can you help him out for me? Dude was like, man, he looked at me like, man, don't trip. I'm gonna send one of my guys out there with you. But he said, I'm gonna send one of my guys out there with you. But I got you. I'm gonna get you back on the road. I'm like, for sure. So me and dude talking a little bit more. He's like, man, good hands, man. He gonna look out for you. You gonna get on the road. Ooh, I said, man, I appreciate so much. I gave him his hand. That's what his name was. His name was Durham. Now that's my stepdad's name. He used to beat me, and I almost didn't like him for having that name. But I was like, fuck that. You doing me such a solid right now. You damn near make me like that motherfucker for having your name. That's straight like that. So I get in the car with the old school dude that can barely talk, the one that worked for the record service. When we get out there, and next thing you know, he got the shit hooked up, truck sitting in the middle of the on blocking traffic down there. They got to drive off the road to get into the highway. He ain't fucked up, he trying to help me, so I ain't fucked up. I see old school pulling back up in his truck, the 70-year-old dude. He's somebody say, now, I've been doing this such a certain amount of years and I couldn't get it started. I said, I know, I seen you when you pulled around that curve. You was coming back to see if he was going to be able to do it with his truck because you couldn't. He said, hell yeah, you eat whatever, hell yeah, you know me. So, it didn't work at first. We put it back on the start, the dude left. Before he left, he was like, yeah, man, when you get back to town, man, you think about it, come by and see me sometime. I said, man, I'm going to be back in town hopefully tonight. I'll come by there and see you tomorrow. Because I told him, he said he got a bunch of Hyundai Genesis. And I told him, I said, man, I got one candy painted, tan colors and shit, with the rims and shit, tan colors, all that. He said, man, I said, you probably seen it driving through here before. He was like, nah, I ain't seen that. But long story short, the other dude took about an hour out of his time, and we finally got that truck started. And I thanked him, and he was getting ready to drive off. And I told him, I said, hey man, what I owe you? And he was like, oh shit, you don't owe me nothing, but let me make sure what the boss say. So he called the boss, and the boss told him, he said, man, I would usually charge him $250 for that, but tell him whatever, you know what I'm saying, just give you something. And when I had went down into the original dude, I had told him, because my boss told you, man, see if somebody give you about, see if you can get somebody about $100 for a jump. And I told dude, I said, man, take me to the gas station down the street. I'm gonna get you some money out of the ATM. I had 20 in my wallet already. So I went to the ATM and I got him 100. Put the 20 with the 100 and gave him 120. I'm like, that's about half of what he was gonna charge me anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? There you go. And he was like, shit, I ain't think you gonna give me that much. I ain't tripping. So I'm like, nah, bro, you know what I'm saying? I got it right now and I appreciate you. And I'm gonna make some more money. I said, there's nothing. You fixed it to where I'm gonna go make some more money, bro. This is over 1,000-mile run I'm on right now. So, dude got me back on the road. And that's the type of shit right there that I be talking about when I say them little prayers I be praying throughout the day. And God be coming through for me, showing out for me. So I had to tell y'all about that. Because I don't want it to be overlooked. Because I understand that day, that situation could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot of other shit that didn't go my way. Like last night, I was headed back last night. But after that mama got the message with me, was like, well, I'm finna go to bed. Good night. I was like, damn. She mad. I understood. Couldn't hate. I understood. So I gotta end it. I gotta call my mom to come pick me up. I'm almost at the truck stop. So they know, man. Don't be afraid to take that long road, set the wrong road. Do things the long way instead of the wrong way. Find somebody to help. Because one day you're gonna need that help. And I hope you get it when you need it the most. Tell somebody you love them. You know I love y'all, man. And I appreciate you too. Appreciate y'all riding with me, man. The last hour and so. But it's time to let you go. I'll probably record some shit from the Cat Williams episode tonight. Post that tomorrow. But y'all stay up. Yeah.